All right, so you've been digging deep into JavaScript, it seems.
Yeah, definitely been spending some time with it.
Well, today we are tackling JavaScript, trying to wrap our heads around it based on all this research you've gathered. Looks like you've got some good stuff here.
Yeah, definitely some interesting points.
It says here, JavaScript, created back in 1995. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah. It's older than a lot of people think.
It's like older than the internet almost.
Well, not quite, but close.
No. But seriously, it's become absolutely crucial to how the web works. And you've already got a handle on the basics, making websites interactive, doing this thing in the browser.
Right.
But what I'm really interested in is diving into the why. Why does JavaScript matter so much? How is it shaping the tech scene? And what does it all mean for someone like you who's exploring this whole world?
You're hitting on the important stuff there. See, people toss around backbone of the web, but that doesn't really paint the whole picture. Think about websites before JavaScript was around, just static pages, mostly text, a few images if you were lucky.
Oh, yeah.
JavaScript brought in the dynamism we take for granted now. E-commerce, streaming, even something as simple as smooth scrolling, that's all thanks to JavaScript.
It's crazy how we don't even think about that stuff anymore. It's just there.
Yeah.
But it's not just that it makes things interactive, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw you'd been looking into the different ways you can code with it. Object-oriented, imperative, functional. To be honest with you, those terms always kind of make my head spin.
Yeah, it can seem like a whole other language sometimes. But let me try and break it down. Imagine building something with Legos versus, say, clay. Both can lead to some amazing creations, but they need totally different approaches, different ways of thinking about the process.
Okay, kind of see where you're going with this.
Programming styles are like that. They give developers these different tools to structure their code depending on what they're making.
So JavaScript gives you the building blocks and the freedom to put them together however you want. That must be why it's been such a big deal for those frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Those frameworks, they tap into that versatility to streamline the development process. It's like, think about building a house from scratch versus having pre-made walls and windows ready to go.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
Frameworks provide those pre-built components so developers can focus on creating unique features and experiences instead of reinventing the wheel every single time.
So it's like they've got these superpowers now, thanks to JavaScript.
Pretty much.
I did notice, though, in your research, you mentioned Node.js, and that seems to take JavaScript beyond websites, which is super interesting. It's like it's breaking free from the browser.
That's a great observation, and it's where things get really exciting. With Node.js, you can actually use JavaScript on the server side, which is something that usually called for different languages entirely. Now you can build a whole web app, front end, back end, the whole shebang, just using JavaScript.
Wow. So now it's doing double duty.
This has massive implications for the tech industry. Streamlines things, opens up all sorts of new possibilities. It's a big deal.
It's not just about making things move on a web page anymore. It's like this fundamental force shaping the whole digital world, isn't it?
Absolutely.
This is definitely giving me a lot to think about.
Yeah.
We've gone from simple interactions to the driving force behind how the web evolves.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, what new frontiers will this kind of adaptability unlock in the tech world? What do you think?
Well, that is a great question, and one we're going to have to save for next time because we're out of time.
Always leave them wanting more, right?
Exactly.
Until next time, then.